James and Rita, polling from inside the No campaign has cast doubt on a central claim of the Yes camp, and that is that the Voice is supported by an overwhelming majority of Indigenous Australians. Rita.
Well, I don't think this surprises anybody. Anybody who's had a look at the poll that the Prime Minister refers to and relies on for that oft-repeated claim would know how dodgy it is and how likely it is to be wrong. So I think anybody who speaks to people widely knows that this isn't something that is backed by all Indigenous folk. Of course it's not. Just like every other segment of the community, they have their own ideas. They don't all vote the same. They don't all think the same. And hence, another reason why having a voice with 24 people determining
representing 3,000 different tribes or clans
hundreds
or groups.
Of languages, yes, dialects,
exactly.
Really?
No. Insane. James, terrific piece from you and your newspaper during the week about the trickery happening in the polling booths.
Well, yes. So we have, we've seen over and over again that the Yes campaign is now resorting to all sorts of tricks and chicanery. We have seen the signs that the AEC has asked them to take down because they're misleading. Many of them they're still around. We have seen the tweets that they've put out telling people that they could write an X to vote no. That's misleading. Again, the AEC has told them to take that down. They did take that one down. But also, we discovered at the Daily Telegraph that Yes campaigners, the ones who are making phone calls to people to say, how are you going to vote? Vote yes, all of that. They have been told to give a different message about the treaty depending on whether the person is in favor or against a treaty. So if they call you up and they say, we'd like you to vote yes, and you say, oh, I'm concerned about a treaty, then they say, oh, well, what are you concerned about? Well, I don't like the treaty idea. Oh, no, this is just an advisory body, so you can vote yes and there won't be a treaty. But if you say, I'm in favor of a treaty, you say, yes, vote yes, because that's the first step. So this is the trickery and the chicanery that the Yes campaign is getting up to because they are desperate. They know the polls are against them, and the only way that they can win this is through basically misleading voters.
Well, we've had stealth and deception all the way through this campaign, and I'm sorry, I'm not as confident as people like Andrew Clennell that the no vote will win. If you look at the polling booths, there are not the no volunteers out there. We need more volunteers manning those booths. You can go to volunteerforno.com. It's the Fair Australia campaign there. They need people out there on the polling booths for the simple reason to explain. Many people aren't particularly involved in this or engaged, Rita, and we need people on the polling booths to gently explain to them why they should be voting no and to explain it to them. Rita.
I think you're right not to be complacent because I think a lot of pundits are looking at the polls and going, this thing is doomed. I said when it was polling around 70% that it would be defeated. I always thought it would be, but there is no denying that the Yes camp has got advantages that the No camp does not, including a massive war chest. We're talking around $100 million. We've never seen anything like this in an Australian political campaign. That amount of money being spent in a short period of time, saturation ads, and then this chicanery with the AEC, that the signage that is almost identical to the AEC, deliberately so. Then we've got putting out messages, and then the AEC itself revealing on Twitter, or X as it's now called, that you can vote multiple times. They, of course, don't encourage it, but they said that if you... It will count.
You'll be counted, yeah.
Why would you put that out there? Why would you not say, no, if you get caught voting more than once, there's all sorts of very serious consequences, and we've got ways of finding out if you've done that more than once? No. The actual message they put out was like an invitation to activists to go and do that. Why are the AEC, James, behaving in this... I'm very shocked by that.
Well,
and you're hearing all sorts of other things about the conduct of AEC officials at polling booths.